what's up guys, this is Martin Garrix and this time I'm in the studio with Future Music and I'm going to show you how I made the track Animals and I hope you enjoy it. I produce it right now for, 5-6 years in the studio. In the beginning I didn't even do it serious, but just did something. That's what I'm doing right now as well. I'm just behind my computer and pressing some buttons. But yeah, I started like with weird hip hop, then I did hardstyle. I did a lot of weird stuff, and then the last 2-3 years it became more house orientated. And then 1.5 years ago I got signed to Spinning, and from that point we started building like a profile behind Martin Garrix and releasing tracks. So the initial idea is from a very old track I did in 2010 I think, and it was called Swedish House Mafia Break, and it was just a melody and a drop behind it, and it didn't sound good at all. I can show you it. Yeah, the only thing I took were the break sound, not even the sound but just the melody, and I had some other things which I used in the version of Animals how it is right now, but I didn't use the sounds from the older one. But this is the project from the old Animals. It's in another key, but you hear the melody. Sounds really bad produced, but the idea is there, and the only thing which is right now changed in Animals with the melody itself is this, like, this was how it was, and this is how it is right now. Just like one note extra. Okay, and over here you hear I have sounds like, and they have reverb on it, and in Animals I actually also have sounds with a shitload of reverb on it in that part. But I'll come back to you later about it. Let's just start the intro. The intro is actually one of the easiest things to do because I found a loop which I really liked, the notes which loop had, but I didn't like the sound, so I edited it a little bit. This is how the original loop was sounding.
And that's a loop from like a sample CD or
from this one is from Vengeance. Yeah, this one is from Vengeance. It's it's a very simple loop, and what I did was I downpitched it a little bit, like 4, and I put a camel fat on it, and changed it a little bit too. It took like this. Put a camel fat on it probably, I don't know, camel crusher. And then I just the first part. It's pretty lazy, but I like how it sounded, and that's important for me. Then we come closer to the break, and then I have a synth. And I automated the pitch. Yeah, this all speaks for itself. Yeah, just some effects and kick, and Then you hear a clock ticking sound. This is pretty funny because you hear it upwinding like a reverse tape stop. Now, I already showed in another video on YouTube how I did this, but I will show it again. Because what you can do with, I use tape stop for it, but you got all different kind of plugins which can create a tape stop effect. But that sounds like this. Tape stop. And then maybe a little bit slower. But what I want to do is like create reverse, so it starts upwinding. So what I did was I reversed the clock, so like then I put a tape stop on it. So you have like you have this. And then I render that and I reverse it, so you actually have the tape stop, but then it starts upwinding, and then it's just a matter of timing and position, how you can put it into the track. Like create automation here. Then I'm rendering it, export in between. Okay, cool. And then if you reverse it, you get a upwinding effect like. Yeah, then when the break starts, the melody starts, I have the original clock sample back at 128 BPM. But this is how I made the clock, and then you hear a reverse. Wait, this one. This is actually a cool effect which you can create by just take the first note from the synth you have, or from the plug in this case, put a shitload of reverb on it, render it, and reverse it, and then it's actually almost the same thing I did with a lot of other sounds as well. But yeah, that's cool because then it's getting used a lot on vocals as well. That you get like that you're kind of getting
the tail of the reverb,
yeah, exactly.
And the build.
Yeah. Okay, what I usually do to make my sounds sound more fat, or make the track sound more like one piece, is to create several layers. So the first layer I had in the first part of the break is this one. Just it's just a saw and with a filter on it. Low filter, low pass, and that was the first layer. And the second layer is this. It's also a big saw with a filter on it, and then the layer which is making the good sound is this one. This is a really cool package called Vandalism, and Vandalism has a lot of different packs for silent sound banks, And the nice thing from Vandalism is they create like tracks from existing songs, so you can actually see the song names, and you're like, hey, this is for example the plug from Reload. I see it standing here. I'm not sure if it's the same one, but you can check. Yeah, that's it. Sounds good. But anyway, it's a cool pack. You should really check it out and download it if you want some really trancey kind of sounds. Then I come to these sounds. These are actually just tonal effects, which I just took a small part of. Reverse them, like so you get like the how did you say it?
Like a build, or you get the reverb tail as it.
Yeah, like a tail. And these are actually adding a lot of they're really important for because I think this is a little bit boring. You know what I mean? It just stops there. So I just and that's already from the old version of Animals as well. I had some sounds there, and those are the ones I used. I used here. Right now I use other ones. And I have a shitload of automations to make it more interesting. There's also the clock over here. It's getting sometimes a little bit. I have automation in the delay. There's a delay. It's back. But those are all just really small things to keep to keep it interesting, to make sure every time you hear something it's a little bit different than before. That's what I do a lot in my other tracks as well. Just put really small little sounds or little things which are a little bit different from another part in the track to make every part of the track sound different. Then we come to this part. The first layer I've heard is it's my clap, but the first layer of sounds is the one I held also in the first part of the break, but now with the filter. Then the second layer I had was this one. This one is the most important one. It's a big saw from Silent, and I've some stuff. I have a sound codizer on it. I actually am not a really big fan of sound codizer because sometimes it really destroys your sound, but sometimes it works really good and it makes something really more aggressive. But so it depends on what kind of sound you're using it on. Besides the upbuilding synth and the bassjackers mush mush kind of synth, I have some effects. I have this one, just like a snare. And I also put a sound codizer on it to make it more aggressive, because without the sound codizer it sounds like this. So, yeah, it sounds more aggressive. And then the vocal is a friend of mine who recorded it for me. He's called Vince, and yeah, he's really. I will show you how it sounded before I did anything with it. This is what he said. We are fucking animals! And now it sounds really, yeah, really weird if you know how it sounds right now. And he actually says right here, we are fucking animals. What I added over there was t, just to make it sound like weird fucking animals, and because it's so much effects in it, you don't really hear what it's saying, because a lot of people think they are saying motherfucking animals or some other shit, but it's actually weird fucking animals. Yeah, then with a shitload of effects and I have this one with a vocodex on it, just making it sound more, yeah, robotic. Then I have this one. Also with robo kind of thing, also with the vocodex, and then this one is also vocodex, but then with a lot of white noise. This is actually a really cool plugin from Fruity itself. You have some really nice presets in it. You can actually just take a vocal and create something completely new. And what I did with Animals was just added a shitload of white noise together with the vocal, and yeah, I pitched it like 3 or 4 notes down, so yeah, it sounded like we are fucking animals, yeah, this. And then the and then with the robo layers behind it from the voice, it sounds like yeah, how it sounds right now. Sounds like. I did some effects as well. I got a lot of low frequencies away. Put a camel crusher on it. Yeah, which it's just fun to mess around with, and even you can also record something yourself and just mess around with the vocodex. It's a really cool plugin. And then we come at the drop, which is actually very simple. I have a kick which I sampled the low frequency from Sender Van Doorn, Joy Energizer kick. I sample a lot of kicks from other tracks, and then not the entire kick, but I just take the parts which I like. So if there's a really cool top kick, I just take the top kick and put another low under it. Or what I did with Sender Van Doorn, I really like the kick in Joy Energizer, low frequency, so I took it and I added another top kick on it, and then I got this one. This is actually the low, and then this is the top kick. And that's from Vengeance kick and another kick which I really like, which somebody sent it to me. Then we come to the plug, to the ticking sound. I actually don't know what kind of sound it is because it's from a sample pack. It sounds like somebody's doing, or yeah, I don't know what people think about when they hear the sound, but this is it's from it had a whole loop which played the whole entire melody, but I really liked the sound, and I took it and this was how it sounded before. I put a bit crusher and a camel crusher on it, which don't make any difference. Let me check. actually I did the bit crusher and camel crusher don't make any difference. Then the gross bit again for the side chaining. Yeah, actually when I start with actually when I produce, I don't have anything on the master channel, to make sure I'm not, yeah, fucking up the sound. And in the end it's very nice, because then if you already make it sound good without anything on the master, and you put something on the master like multi-band compressor or yeah, I use an isotope ozone, and I use the multi-band from Ozone, the Dynamics. Yeah, I can show you how it sounds with and without, like. This is how it sounded when I made it. And this is how it sounds with the isotope on it. It's making it sound way more aggressive. And that's what I really advise to yeah, to other producers. Don't put anything on your master until you actually are okay. The track is done. It sounds good, and yeah, that's kind of how I work. I have a very simple yeah, very simple. I have my own preset in the isotope ozone, which I almost have on every tag. And then I changed a little bit. I use the Dynamics, which are doing a lot. This is without, making it, yeah, more clear. I don't know how to really describe it, but you hear what the difference is. And then just the maximizer to push the volume up. And that's actually it. It's not a very big yeah, genius thing, but yeah, that's how I did the track Animals.
Hi, this is Shadow Child. Catch me in the studio with future music next week.